Okay, we're going to do a little bit with the inverse trigonometric ratios. You'll see them on your calculator, and they look like cosine of -1. And you read that as arc cosine. And that -1 is not an exponent, but it does tell you that you're using, let's see, these buttons here, arc cosine, arc tangent, arc sine. Okay, so that little -1 is the symbolism to show you that, and it helps you to find what the angles are. For instance, we're gonna find A, B, and C of 3 acute angles, and we're gonna use a calculator to get their measures. They do have trigonometric ratio tables available in most books that you can use. I believe that's the way I learned it originally. The tangent of A is 0.75. That means that the opposite over adjacent ended up being 0.75 when it was divided. So it would be like 3 divided by 4 became 0.75. And I say, well, what was the angle? Well, it's pretty easy to find. You had arc tangent's got to be in degree mode, 0.75 equals, and you got 36.86. So we're going to round off to the nearest tenth on all these. So the 6 makes the 8 become a 9. So I have 36.9. So the measure of angle A equals arc tangent of 0.75, and that measure of angle A will equal approximately, we round off, what did we say, 36.9? 36.9 degrees. Okay, and then sometimes when you're doing that for a triangle, they may make you round off to the nearest number, and it would be 37 degrees. All right, let's find the B one. The B one is the sine of B equals 0.87. So I'm looking for an angle. So the measure of the angle B equals the arc sine of 0.87. So we know sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so whatever they were ended up being 0.87. So you just go arc sine of 0.87 equals 60.45. The 5 will make the 4 go up to a 5. So 60.5 degrees. Rounded off. So the measure of angle B, 60.5 degrees. And then for C, we're going to do cosine of C is equal to 0.15. We know the cosine was adjacent over hypotenuse, and when you divided it, you got 0.15. So let's do the measure of angle C equals arc cosine of 0.15. Put it in the calculator. Arc cosine 0.15 equals 81.37, so that'll be 81.4. 81.4 degrees. So the measure of angle C is approximately 81.4 degrees.